Hello everyone and welcome to the Wealth Accumulator website. It's Troy speaking here. I'm going to be working through your first free money making offer from paddypower.com. This free money making offer comes in the form of a £20 free bet and has an expected value of £15. This means we're going to try and make £15 in under 15 minutes. So if I scroll down the page, as you can see here, step 1 is to sign up to Paddy Power. Step 2 is to deposit £10. We have to use a debit card or credit card when making this deposit. Step 3 is to change the odds from fractions to decimals. I'm just going to scroll down the page and show you the other instructions. We have written instructions for the qualifying bet. We also have written instructions for the follow-up bet. And below these, we also get the terms and conditions for the offer and paste them onto our site. One thing to note here is that these terms and conditions can change quite frequently, so we always recommend checking with our terms and conditions with the websites because they could change them any day of the year, so make sure you double check. Okay, so I'm going to scroll up to the top of the page and get started. If I click the Join Paddy Power button here, you'll be redirected through the laybackbetting.com website, which is our partner website. And you'll land at this promotion page. So if you click on the Register Now button, you'll then be redirected to the registration form. Here you can see it says you're entitled to a £20 or €20 free bet. And to the right hand side over here, you can double check the terms and conditions. Once again, I highly recommend checking these terms and conditions every time you do them. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to email me. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video now and let you fill out this registration form. Okay, so I've just filled out the registration form. I've been redirected to the deposit page. So if I click Deposit Funds and Bet, here you'll be able to select your payment type. Remember I said you must use a debit card or credit card in order to get our free bet. So I'm going to click on this Add Payment Type here. And I'm going to enter my details. Once again, I'll pause the video and allow you guys to do the same. So I've entered in my card details. I'm now going to click Save Details and Deposit. Fantastic, my £10 deposit was successful, so I'm just going to head back to the Wealth Accumulator website. Here you can see we've completed step 1, which was to sign up to Paddy Power. We've completed step 2, which was to deposit £10 using debit or credit card, and now we need to change the odds from fractions to decimals. So if I come back across to the Paddy Power website, we're going to go to the home page. We are then going to scroll down the page, and at the bottom you can see on the left hand side site settings. We want to change these from fractions to decimals, so if we just click on this button here, it should refresh the page and all the odds over here will then be in decimals. As you can see, the odds have changed to decimals, which is fantastic. So I'm now going to start by running through the qualifying bet. So I'm going to head back to the Wealth Accumulator website and follow through the instructions. If we scroll down the page, we're going to follow through the qualifying bet instructions. So to start off with, we're going to use the odds matching software to find a bet that's close match between both Paddy Power and Betfair. So if I open up the odds matching software, it should open in a new tab. It also states here that the bet needs to be placed at odds of 1.5 or more. So what I'm going to show you here is if I scroll down, we're going to filter for Paddy Power. Click Search. We then want to enter in this filter here 1.5. Click Filter, greater than or equal to. So as you can see here, there's a great match at the top here, Everton versus Crystal Palace, which is on the 12th of February. So we're going to use this as our bet. So going back to the Wealth Accumulator Paddy Power page, step 2 is to check both the Paddy Power website and Betfair to make sure the odds are the same as in the odds matching software. Remember that odds can change quickly, so it might not always be the case that the odds are still the same. So I'm going to open up Betfair. We are then going to search for the Everton game. Everton versus Crystal Palace. So if we go to the odds matching software, it was 1.5 to lay at Betfair. So here you can see it is still 1.5 to lay at Betfair. So I'm going to click on this and put it into my bet slip. Once again, we want to check over at Paddy Power to see the Everton game. So I'm going to scroll down. Here you can see the Everton versus Crystal Palace game is 1.5 also. So that's a fantastic match for our qualifying bet. Okay, so we're going to head back to the Wealth Accumulator website and head on to step 3. So if the odds haven't changed, which in our circumstances they haven't, we're going to open up the Wealth Accumulator calculator. We're then going to enter in our odds into this calculator, so it calculates our lay bet or lay stake for us. So if we scroll down here, we want to select qualifier. We want to enter the back stake of £10. We then want to enter the back odds of 1.5. We then want to enter the lay exchange odds of 1.5. Remember, at Betfair we get charged a 5% commission, so we want to always enter that in and it will take that out of our lay stake. Click calculate, and here you can see with our qualifying bet we're going to bet £10.34 as our lay stake, and we're going to lose 17p, but in the process of losing this 17p we're going to qualify for a £20 free bet. So I'm going to head back to the Paddy Power website. I'm going to enter in the £10 stake at 1.5. Click bet now. Here you can see the bet has been placed. I'm now going to come across to Betfair and I'm going to enter in, copy and paste the lay stake from the calculator, which is this one here. And we're going to place it in the lay column at Betfair. So this is going to have a liability of £5.17. So click place bets, and here we can see our bet has been matched, which is fantastic. With the Paddy Power free bet offer, we now need to place our follow-up bet. So I just come across to the Paddy Power website. Here you can see that our £20 free bet has already been credited into our account. So we've lost 17p with our qualifier, but we have gained this £20 free bet. And we're now going to place our follow-up bet and turn this into risk-free profit. Let's head back to the Wealth Accumulator website and have a look at the instructions for the follow-up bet. Here it says your free bet of £20 should have been credited instantly, which we have seen over here it's been credited. If it hasn't, don't worry, contact customer service at Paddy Power and they should credit it straight away. So step 1 is find a close match between Paddy Power and Betfair using the odds matcher again. So with the follow-up bet for this particular matched bet, we recommend placing it at higher odds because there are no rollover requirements. So we'd recommend looking for something over 3.0. If you have lots of money in your Betfair account, then you can place it at higher odds. I mean, we normally look at 10.0 and higher. So I'm going to open up the odds matching software. We're going to come across here. I'm going to filter for Paddy Power again and click search. So this time we're going to filter for 5.0 greater than or equal to. So I'm looking for a close match. I'm also looking for something that ends today because I just want to get the bets out of the way and get the money back into my account. So this Fiorentina versus Udinese, even though it's only 8.5 and 9, it's not the greatest of matches, but it will suffice, it should do. So I'm going to head back to the Wealth Accumulator website and have a look at the next step. We want to check both Betfair and Paddy Power to make sure that the odds haven't changed. So it's 8.5 at Paddy Power and 9.0 at Betfair. So I'm going to open this up. Open up Betfair. What was the event? Fiorentina correct score. So I'm going to type in Fiorentina. Open up the event. Scroll down to the correct score. Here we can see it's 9.0. There's £4,000 in the marketplace, so I'm sure it will get matched, which is fantastic. So I'm going to head back to Paddy Power. We're going to click on football betting. We're going to search for Fiorentina. Oh, there we go. We can find the event there. At the top here, correct score markets. Here we can see 1-all is 8.5. So, sorry, let me just enter that again. 1-all is 8.5. So here you can see use free bet. So we can click 20 and it enters our stake in for us. So that's ready to go. But let's just head back to the Wealth Accumulator website and make sure that everything is correct. So this time we want to open up the Wealth Accumulator calculator again. We've still already got it open. So an important thing to note here is this time the bet is stake not returned. So it's not a qualifying bet and it's not a stake return free bet bonus. So we're going to enter the back stake of 20, the back odds of 8.5, the betting exchange lay, which was 9, that's the odds, sorry, and then a 5% commission. Click calculate. So our lay stake is £16.76p. So we're going to copy and paste this. If you just have a look at the profit down here, so we're guaranteeing ourselves a £15.92 profit minus the 17p that we used to qualify. So we're going to get this placed quickly so the odds don't change. So I'm ready to place this. Here we can see we're ready to place this bet over here too. So let's copy and paste the lay stake. So we can bet now. This returns £150. Click bet now. There we can see our bets have been placed. We no longer have a free bet balance or a normal balance. So if we come across to Betfair, I'm going to click place bets. This bet has been matched straight away, which is awesome. One thing to note here, I said that we like to place it at really high odds, for example 9.0 in this scenario. So if you look here, our liability here is £134. So if we win the bet at Betfair, that doesn't matter because we don't lose £134. But you have to have that money in your account to be able to match it. So if it loses at Betfair, we win 150 over here at Paddy Power. But if it wins at Betfair, we win the £16, but we have to put that £134 up as liability. And remember, to make this money, we only had to place a 17p bet to qualify. Okay, so I'm going to stop the video again now. I'll be back to you when the events have settled, and I'll show you both accounts and show you where the profit's been made and how the whole system is risk-free. So I hope you've enjoyed listening, and I'll get back to you soon. Hello everyone, so the events have now settled. I'm just going to show you in the account at both Paddy Power and Betfair to show you where we've made our profit. I have one issue that I need to mention. The Everton game was actually postponed. So if you remember, we placed the Everton bet at 1.5, both at Paddy Power and Betfair. And this was our qualifying bet. So the fact that it was postponed meant that we didn't actually have to place our qualifying bet. Here you can see over at Paddy Power, they actually refunded our qualifying bet, and Betfair also put our balance back up. So we didn't even have to place our qualifying bet, which is, I guess, lucky, but in the end it only lost us 17p. So I'm going to show you the bets now. Here you can see the bet was refunded for the Everton game because it was postponed. And then if we go the last 7 days, you can see here that the 1-1 draw on Fiorentina. If we open this, you can see we lost this bet. Up here. So we head over to Betfair. I'm going to go into my account. I'm going to click on betting history. Click settled. Go for the last 7 days. Click get history. I'm going to highlight it here. The Fiorentina game. So we were lucky enough to make £16.76 profit in about 15 minutes work. So that's awesome. So I'm just going to show you the match betting diary and how we enter in our figures into this. So we've opened this up. I'm going to still enter in the qualifier just as an illustration to you guys. So my username, I'll just write test. The bookmaker was Paddy Power. The exchange used was Betfair. The event, Everton versus Palace. Bet placed, Everton. The date was the 9th of February. It was our qualifying bet and a stake of £10. Back odds were 1.5, lay odds were 1.5. So this would have lost us 17p if the match had gone ahead. I just want to note as well that it's very, very rare for a football match to be postponed. I mean, all this flooding has obviously caused an issue. So I'm going to add this to the record. If we click over to our next tab, you'll now be able to see that this has been entered into our profit and loss. So we're down 17p after placing this bet. Here you can also see our total profit made has been entered here. So to enter our follow-up bet, I'm going to enter test. Betfair is Paddy Power is the bookmaker we've used. Betfair is the betting exchange. The event was Fiorentina 1-1. 1-1. It's changed to a date. Just leave the bet place then. The date was also the 9th of February. This was our follow-up bet, and the free stake is £20. Okay, so when we're using a follow-up bet with our betting diary, here you can see this column here that says stake not returned. So we have to enter in the amount of the stake which is not returned. So that is £20. So make sure you always remember to put that in, and it will factor into the account that the stake is not returned in our profits. Okay, so the odds for this were 9s, and I think it was 8.6 over at Paddy Power, but let's just check. 8.5. So back odds were 8.5, lay odds were 9. Here you can see this loses £4.08, supposedly, but actually it makes £16.76. So add this to records. If the Everton game hadn't have been postponed, which was lucky, we would have made a total profit of £15.75. Right, I'm just going to go onto the bets placed tab. Here you can see the breakdown. Our qualifying bet lost 17p, and our follow-up bet won £15.92. So on this tab here, this will always show the breakdown of your P&L. So each time you sign up to a new bookmaker and take advantage of their offer, it will get placed in here, and you can just simply keep track of it. I mean, I'd recommend using a piece of paper maybe throughout the day if you do a few offers a day. Just jot it down and then enter it into this. It'll take 2 minutes at the end of the day, and it's just a solid way to keep track of your P&L. Right, so in this video, we've made £15 from about 15 minutes work. It's a really great second income. I mean, I've been doing this for years, and it really offers another way to make a little bit of extra money. There's hundreds and hundreds of other offers to be had, so I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I look forward to speaking to you guys again soon.